A few months ago, I put out a very popular video on how to access some of the top AI APIs totally for free. And shockingly, as of today, it still works, but there has been some changes in that time, so it's time for another update video. Hey, my name is Ben. In this video, I'll show you the best way to integrate these free AI APIs into your application, and also go over the limitations of this free access, as well as some of the top questions you have from the last video. Let's go. This free access is given out by GitHub, so the first step is to make sure you have a GitHub account and get logged into GitHub. From there, you can go to the marketplace and go to models. I'll put the link to this right in the description of the video. As an example, let's try to use OpenAI's GPT-4.1. Then we'll click at the button on the top, use this model. Then the first thing you have to choose is the language you want to implement it with. So you can implement it with JavaScript or something like React or React-based framework like Next.js, for example. You can also use Python, C#, and a few others. For this example, I'm going to build a Next.js application, so I'm going to say JavaScript here. For the SDK, you can choose the Azure AI Inference or the OpenAI SDK. I'd recommend just going with the OpenAI SDK. Both will work. This one's just a bit more widely used. Now, in terms of implementing this and adding it to your application, here's the method I'd recommend. You can actually just take the steps here and just copy everything from steps 2 and 3 into a markdown file. So we'll skip step 1, the configuring authentication, just for the time being. And I'll explain why in a second. And now I've created a markdown file in an empty folder. I'm just going to paste in those instructions. And at this point, I'll need an AI code editor to build your application or to integrate this with your application. And for this one, just to stick to the theme of using free AI tools, I'm using Kiro, which is a free AI code editor that uses Claude 4. But any of them will work. You could use Cursor, Claude Code, Windsurf, whatever you prefer. Now I'm simply going to ask it, use freeAIinstructions.md, that markdown file I just created, as the AI, and build an AI business coaching application in Next.js. Just simply use that as the prompt. And so now Kiro can look at that markdown file and see all those instructions that I just pasted in there from GitHub and just build it for me. It gives us 3 simple steps to get it working. First, you have to install the dependencies. Then we have to get the GitHub token. And this is why I say leave this till later, because now you can go back and just copy and paste it from GitHub. So let's do that now. Now back on the GitHub Marketplace site, now we go back to step 1. And it's going to give us an option here, GitHub, get started for free and create personal access token. Now you can just say generate new token. And either of these is fine. I'm going to just do classic to make it easier. Then you have to give it a note. And I usually set the expiration to 90 days. You can also set it to no expiration if you want. And then you can select your scopes. But to get this working, you actually don't need any of these scopes. So let's just say generate token. There we go. Now we can just copy it right from here. Now back in your AI code editor, it should have generated a file for you where you can paste the token. So now we can just replace the text with our token. The GitHub instructions actually tells you to create an environment variable for your system. I actually like doing it this way better because then it's just for this application or this project. I just find it a better organized way to do it. Okay, so this is the application that built me. Let's just see if we can get some marketing advice for a new landscaping company. Right now, sending the request to OpenAI's GPT 4.1, and there it comes back with the data. So that's great. It worked first time. In terms of limitation, the only one is really around rate limits. If you look at any of the models you have selected from the model marketplace, on the right here, it's going to say free rate limit tier, and then it'll give you a rating. So for this one, this is GPT 4.1. It says high. So you click on that, it's going to tell you exactly what high means. So if you're using the free account, it'll be under Copilot free, is the first column here. And so high means 5 concurrent requests, 10 requests per minute, and 50 requests per day. And then tokens in and out here. That one's not too bad for free access. Some of the other ones have custom. Like for example, they just added Grok 3. And if you see that one, it only gives you 15 requests per day and 1 request per minute. So that's pretty restrictive, but it's good they added it here. And in terms of questions, the 2 ones I get constantly are, can I use this for production use? And does it integrate with other applications like N8N? For the first one, it's pretty clear here. It says GitHub Models is designed to allow for learning, experimentation, and proof of concept activities. It is not designed for production use cases. With the limits, it probably wouldn't work that well anyway with a production use case. That being said, if you're just building something and you have a small beta release for just a few users, I see no reason why you couldn't prove out that concept using these free models. And then once you get a little bit of activity, you think of something that are actually monetizable, you can turn on the paid version of the API. And then in terms of using these free models in other applications like N8N, for example, it is usually possible. Sometimes it takes some modifications to get it to work with the custom base URL. But remember, we're using the OpenAI SDK, so it's very universal. For example, I haven't tried this out, but there is an article here about how to do it and some templates on how to do it for N8N specifically. So I'll put that in the description of the video as well, so you can check that out if you want to get that integration working. And let me know if you have any more questions, just add them to this video. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I'll talk to you in the next one.